This one is one I've had my eyes on for quite some time now. I haven't gone all in on a very, very good Boise State team, and I think that this BYU squad is much better than what their record shows. We'll go over all that as I break this down wearing both team shirts right now. Well, in 3, 2, 1, go. What Lego is referring to here, Boise, is that we've had a little bit of a scheduling blunder somewhere along the line. At the time of writing this, we're obviously 2-3, but we very easily could be 3-2 or 4-1 had we not kind of messed up on the schedule. We started out against Utah in Utah. Then we headed to the East Coast to play Tennessee. Then we went back to the West Coast to play Southern Cal. Then back to the East Coast again to play Toledo. Then we do it all over again to play South Florida. I mean, come on. I'm not trying to make excuses here, but that's a lot of traveling to do while you're in school at the same time. On top of that, none of these games have been against cupcake teams. Even Toledo, who is a smaller school, is a pretty dang good football team. Wait, Tennessee? Tennessee was our cupcake? That's my bad. Look, the point is, with all that traveling now out of the way, I think we're ready to actually be focused and ready to play here against you guys at our home stadium. Bro, I hear you loud and clear on the scheduling mess, but it's not as big of a deal as you're laying it out to be. Welcome to not being a part of a Power 5 conference. As for us, we don't really need those excuses. At the time of writing this, we're undefeated and still very much slept on, which we enjoy. Hank Bachmeier continues to be the quarterback we've asked him to be. 8 touchdowns to just 3 interceptions, 1,489 yards, so he's slinging it, and a 63.5% completion percentage. Some pretty dang good numbers for a freshman quarterback, and we're excited to see him grow just as those before him did. Watching him and Khalil Shakir, who is just a sophomore with 26 grabs, 357 yards, and 2 touchdowns, grow here will be excellent. Some very bright days ahead for the Broncos offense, and as always, we're pretty stellar on defense. Fair enough, man, and I gotta be honest, I'm a big fan of the program that Boise State has built. Tough-nosed guys, fundamental players, awesome human beings on and off the field. Much respect. But the only real team that this Boise State group has gone against, if you even want to call them that, is Florida State. And even in that game, they were down 24-6 early on. If you give us that kind of lead at our field in a late night kickoff, watch out. This will be an upset in the making, much like that Southern Cal game where we gained a big dub. I'm a realist. I can admit that our quarterback Zach Wilson has been a big disappointment, only throwing so far for 5 touchdowns and 4 interceptions after a 12-3 campaign in 2018. A 61.7% completion percentage compared to a 65.9% completion percentage last year, and all of that with almost the same amount of attempts as last season because he wasn't the starter all last year. Our defense, which in 2018 was ranked number 18 in total defense in the entire nation, so far has given up 30, 26 to Tennessee, I might add, 30 again, 45, and 28 to Toledo. So that too has been a huge head scratcher, and I haven't been able to put my finger on it. Because of Wilson's poor play, we haven't had really anybody stand out at the wide receiver position, and our running back, Tyson Williams, has been good, but not great. I like him a lot, but admittedly, his numbers have been rather pedestrian. So my hope here really lies on being ready and amped up for this one. If you can't get up for a big home game against the Boise State Broncos, what can you be prepared for? It's honestly hard to tell what we're going to see on Saturday. We might see the team that laid flat against the Utes and Huskies at their own stadium, or we might see the team that picked off Slovis 3 times in a matchup against Southern Cal. 1 week after he went 28 for 33 for 377 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Stanford Cardinal. We are definitely a topsy-turvy team this year. I just hope we're topsy against you guys. Hey, some reasoning. I like it. All joking aside and the fact that we're enemies this weekend aside, I gotta be honest, I feel the same exact sentiment towards the BYU Cougars way. You guys are a top-notch program with top-notch people. I'm excited for the opportunity to travel your way and play against you guys this weekend. You guys do things the right way. With all that sappiness out of the way, this is strictly business, my friend. I think we make an absolute statement this weekend and win big. I'm talking 20 points or more. Lego on Fuego, back to you. Gracias, homie. So there you have it, subscribers and potential subscribers. Seriously, if you want the most creative, fun, and entertaining college football content all season long, you know where to find me. That's the breakdown of Boise State versus BYU, a game I consider to be very underrated, especially by fans of teams of Power 5 conferences. I can't stand it, and to be honest, both of these teams, Boise State in particular, could put a hurting on a lot of the teams that you guys root for, and that I root for. I mean, I'm a Michigan fan, and we ain't looked great. As far as your prediction goes, go ahead and put it down down below. I'll see you down there in the comments. I look forward to debating with you guys respectfully. Until then, y'all know the drill. Peace out and God bless.